Hey guys, Dave Kincaid here. Just wanted to shoot a quick video that I hope will save you time and help you win a grant or avoid the whole process altogether. And it's just a little tip I recommended people, and I get several questions on this topic. So let me just show you what I mean. When you come along a grant, I'm just picking one here at random. Okay, the Opportunity Calgary Investment Fund. You'll read it, and they'll have kind of broad statements. And if you I won't read this all now, but if you read this, it'll be attract investment, drive innovation, spur economic diversification, build a tech workforce. A lot of you, or a lot of people email me, say, hey, that's definitely us, okay, I'm going to put a bunch of work in and I'm going to proceed this. But before you go too far, go over to projects and you can see they've funded some. You can just go along here and then you can do a read up on them. And this gives you a really good idea, especially new projects, what they're interested in funding, actually funding. Okay, so you click this, visit the press release, and you've got, boom, they give this long press release explaining the investment. Now, I've taken this and put it into Word because I wanted to highlight some things for you. So in this case, Harvest Builders, they won $4 million. Congratulations out to Harvest over three years. And then just watch the language they use. Grow and scale new technology. All right. Fill the gaps. So right off the bat, this is the CEO. He's saying our mission is to fill the gaps within the prairie. So he's identifying the problem that they solve. It's like the first thing they do in any grant application you look at. They always say, what problem do you solve, right? And is it a big problem? Which make it difficult for new ventures to not only get off the ground, but successfully scale into global competitive companies. So obviously, Calgary wants to grow competitive companies. This is their mission. These guys are saying, hey, we solved that. Now, it's really interesting. There's so many good grant lessons here. So it's the CEO, Chris. And now look what they put. So they put his title and then, former CEO and co-founder of Skip the Dishes. So what's fascinating is, why would they put that there? Why would the Opportunity Calgary Investment Fund? Well, when they're giving out money, they want to kind of de-risk who they're giving the money out to, right? And so if you have a good background, a strong background of being successful, make sure you put that front and center so that they know, hey, if we give you money, $4 million in this case, you know what you're doing. So it's just a really interesting thing. The next thing they do is they talk about expand our initial pilot. Even that language, what does that mean? It probably means, hey, we've got a pilot, it's working, we want to take it to the next level. So they're kind of making another pilot, right? Saying, hey, let's put some gasoline on this fire and let's blow it up. So it's interesting when you talk about the technology readiness level of a project. And so they're just like, hey, this is what we want to do. And as you keep going down here, there's just so many lessons. They talk about what sectors they're interested in, or which ones they're focused on, which obviously must have been a great interest to the city of Calgary. And then look what they get into. No less than 290 funded high-skilled full-time jobs, right? And then they're going to attract private capital and then a timeline. So all of these things you want to have in advance really clearly when you're going to speak to a grant agency. They're just giving you all the tips here. Now, this is super cool too. So remember, grants are taxpayer money. So look, besides the CEO, who do they come with right away? The CEO of OSIF? No, it's the mayor. So grants involve a lot of stakeholders. So look what they're talking about. Businesses that are going to solve the world's biggest problems, disrupt their industry, need access to capital, and proven track record. Oh, look at this. And the proven track record. See that? See how important that is? Of Harvest founders shows that they're primed to make it happen, said the mayor. Because who is the mayor defending to? Taxpayers, right? So when you think about who is he speaking to? He's speaking to voters. It's pretty cool. Anyway, let's keep going. It's because it empowers local entrepreneurs, creates highly skilled jobs again, a vibrant tech ecosystem, economic growth. So if you're going to, looking for a grant, they're looking for this. You better make sure that your project does this, and at this scale, right? Like if you're creating 8 jobs, and they're creating 290 jobs, it gives you a general idea of where you're going to fit into this grant. And then it just gets into a little bit more the right resources and talent and different stages of the growth business. They're obviously talking about here how it's they're identifying problems that obviously OSIF sees. Now, now it gets really interesting. So look at this. They're now talking about the East Village. Harvest has nearly tripled its office space. So again, a lot of you or a lot of people come to me and that you never really, you may not think of this like, oh, this is a big deal. You want to show that you're renting out office space. We all know about the vacancy rates. Reimagine this area of the town, and then look what they do. For the past year, the president of CMLC right here, right? The Calgary Municipal Land Corporation. I won't read this too much longer. You get the idea. But now they're talking about, hey, this money's going to help, grow this part of the city. And then it goes in, spur economic, create jobs. So to me, it's just such an amazing lesson of you can just go back to here, and at the very beginning it say, oh yeah, so many people approach me and say, oh yeah, we're definitely a fit for this. But once you get into this, you can really understand, hey, do you stand a chance? And then of course you want to go talk to the grant agency, but this will also really give you an idea of preparation of how that meeting will go. I could go on forever about this stuff. There's probably half a day of lessons in this, from stakeholders, industries, high-tech jobs, the backgrounds. There's just a wealth of tips. And in the end, they got $4 million. I mean, it's pretty impressive. So congratulations to Harvest. I hope you folks knock it out of the park. And for you who are dreaming of growing your business and unsure about grants and navigating the process, I hope this video has made your life at least a little bit easier. Thanks, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.